two, one. Yo, 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 this is NWO. Back with season 1 of Madden Ultimate Team. It's episode 3. I got some bad news for you. With the Crew Motorfest and FIFA coming out, or not FIFA, what is it? FC 24 coming out. Madden is gonna be off and on from here on out. So I hope it don't suffer, my channel suffers, but that's what's gonna happen. We're still gonna come on about once or twice a week with Madden, but right now we got some packs to open. Let's open these packs and then I'll tell you more about my plans. Once or twice a week with gameplay, and then that will be it for that week. Madden. But other than that, pack openings are going to be scarce. Pack openings every other week, I think, would be good. So we get some good cards here. Not a good pack. '80s have dropped in price, as you can see. What's his average? Let's go 14,999. See if he sells. If not, that's fine. We got a playmaker pack here. Don't know what these are. Red. Okay. Add to sets. This midfielder pack. See what we get here. Nothing. Okay. Devin Cook. See how much he's going for. About 35,000. 36,999. See if he sells. It's a little early in the morning. Don't say. Just 2 hours before next team update. Okay. Let's go into seasons. Let's go into competitive. I should know what the next goals are. Oh, all I got to do is this 35. That's hard. Just going to Season 1 objectives. $700 touchdowns. We're on our way to that. 5,000 points in any mode. 20,000 passing yards. That's going to be hard to do. And rushing, that'll come over time. So, yeah. There's our goals, guys. Now let's play your game for the week. Although I really don't want to on camera. But let's go ahead and do it anyway. And get it over with. I'm going to send you to the field where the commentators are ready and warmed up. I'll be back at half.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'1 quarterback from Old Dominion. It's Taylor Heinicke.
Let's face it, you don't see too many Old Dominion alums suiting up under center in the NFL. And in fact, Taylor Heinicke, the first ODU quarterback to suit up for a regular season game, not to mention doing well in the playoffs. This guy's an absolute fighter. Fought for every chance he's had in this league. Attitude, determination, those carry over to his teammates very well.
They go right back to White here on first down. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And they'll try to throw now. Heinicke. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Come on, ready.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Fred Taylor, 26 yards. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Now a second down throw for Heineke. He completes it right side to White. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. To throw is Heineke. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Young. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be caught at the 30. Inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Zay Flowers, 74 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And while we have a moment, we remind you that registration for the Madden Championship Series is now open. This year we'll be giving away, ready for this, $1.7 million in prize money to the best Madden 24 players in the world. And if you want to get in
All right,
on
I
the
just
action,
want to come in here for just a minute and say at halftime we're going to take a water break.
It's hard to believe how much that
So
has taken
I'll
off
be
in
getting
recent
some
years.
water,
It's taken off so much, partner.
and
Now I'm going to start to work on my game. And
I will be
register
back
for a
after
chance
that.
to win that kind of money.
In fact, we're going to take a water break right now.
Following the 3-yard pickup
I
on
will be back in 5 minutes. Less than 5. Bye. Okay, we're back. One quick note, if you like what you see, hit the like and subscribe button if you hadn't already, and welcome to the channel. It will help me out big time. Back to the game, and then when it's done, I am off. Have a wonderful day.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Heineke. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
And the Bears first down.
Heineke. He's got the hook up here to Camp. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Looking to throw, Heineke. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Zay Flowers with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
A first down throw for Heineke. That's complete. And it's a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Taylor. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Heineke. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing. Heineke. Over the middle, complete. It's Knight. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Heineke now looking to throw on first down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that.
He's got it at the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marvin Mims, 55 yards. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And
he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They'll run here with Taylor. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Zay Flowers with an amazing diving catch. And the Steelers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it is 42-0. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Fred Taylor. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to...
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Zay Flowers and his offense about to begin their next drive. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And now what's this? They fake the spikes. He'll throw it. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh.
All right, this is NWO going to sign off for today. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe. And stay away from this new strain of COVID. NWO signing off.